so today I am back to you with another video, and it's been a while since I've actually sat down and filmed a video, which I say that in every video. So, you know, it's totally normal because my filming schedule is just messed up. But today is a really exciting day for Taylor and for you guys too, because this is the start of my back to school series. Yes! School! Yes! No! Ew, school. But I saw the first back to school video in my subscription box, and I was like, oh wow, it's July. You guys need to calm down. And then I just started seeing them like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, and I was like, okay, I guess I should get on the bandwagon and, you know, start my back to school series. So this is going to be continuing on with my last year's back to school series. So I don't know what number it ended on. It was either like 6 or 7. BTS number 6 or 7. So this will be either 7 or 8. You'll see. But it's just going to continue on, and we're just going to grow throughout the years, and maybe we'll get up to number 100. You don't even know. But I'm going to do some repeats of like last year's videos, and then I'm going to do some new back to school videos that I've never done before, such as this one. I don't think I did this one. I don't know. But this is going to be my freshman advice series episode, and I'm pretty stoked because I got lots of tips. I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 8 or 9 tips. Like, that's not bad. That's not bad. So let's get started. So I have my little handy dandy pretty notebook. Alright. So my first tip is to pay attention at your little freshman orientation that you go to. At my school, it's at the end of August that they go for orientation, because we go back to school like September 4th? Yeah, September 4th. We go back September 4th this year, so like at the end of August, the freshmen go up to the high school, and they get their schedules fixed, make sure they're taking all their correct classes, get all their correct credits, and make sure they signed up for everything correctly. And then I don't know if they get toured around, because when I was a freshman, we actually like took a field trip up to the high school. When I was in 8th grade, we took a field trip to go up to our high school, and we got put with these tour guides that were juniors, sophomores, seniors. Yeah. And then we just got toured around the school, and that was pretty much it. Yeah, I had a sophomore for my tour guide, because then when I was a sophomore, I got to be a tour guide too. Huh. No, when I was a freshman, actually, I got to be a tour guide. Yeah, forgot about that. So I don't know if they still do that, because I didn't see any 8th grader come up to the school at the end of the year. So I think they're touring it around in August. But make sure, if at your orientation you are allowed to tour the school, hold on. If you're allowed to tour the school, make sure that okay, that's weird. I don't know who that is. Okay, I'm scared. So make sure that you're paying attention and you know exactly where you're going throughout the school, so that when your first day of high school comes, you're not a lost mess and you're carrying a school map like this one did. And because even when when I was able to tour the high school in June, coming in the high school in September, I literally forgot where everything was. That was 2 months span. So yeah, no, yeah, make sure you're not a mess on your first day. Make sure you look confident going into the high school. Yeah. If you don't feel comfortable in your class, say on the first day of school, you're just wow, this is not okay. This is not okay. As freshmen, at least in my school, as freshmen, you have the opportunity to switch out your classes within the first week of school. So you can switch out your teachers depending on if they teach the same period. And I didn't have to do that. I was totally cool with it, but I know you were able to do that. So if you don't feel comfortable at all, you feel very awkward, switch out your class. And don't be that annoying freshman that switches out their classes just because they don't have any friends in that class. It's called making friends, honey. Make friends. That's all you gotta do, which is my next thing. Make friends. Make loads of friends. Even though you're probably all going to know each other already in your grade, make friends with a 10th grader. Make friends with, no, probably not a junior or senior. Make friends with this 10th grader. They're usually nice. Otherwise, just make friends. Like, don't switch out your classes because you don't have any friends in that class and you feel really awkward. I think the only reason you should switch out your classes is because the teacher's just not giving you, it's just giving you problems. Like, you just having issues with the teacher or the amount of, like, say you sign up for an AP class and you've never taken an AP class before, or a dual credit class, which is like a college class, then you go into the class and they give you like the syllabi and the syllabus stuff, and they're just like, okay, you're gonna have an essay to write every night and reading to do every night, and the sun's getting in my eyes. Sorry, I probably have like splotches all over my face because of my blinds. Yeah, if you're not up to that because you've never taken an AP class before, either try your best and stick it out, or if you really can't do it and you know you can't do it, switch out of that class and get into either an honors class, which is like the step down, or just get into a regular, say, English class. Something like that. Just be really, don't go too ham on your freshman year. Don't go too, like, hardcore. Keep it really simple for your first year. When signing up for classes, keep it real simple. And then sophomore, junior year, get it up a little bit and get more harder stuff into your schedule. Start taking AP or college classes. And then senior year, keep it real simple. Freshman and senior year, I haven't started my senior year yet, but freshman year was my easiest year of high school by far. Like, by far. Junior year was my hardest. Sophomore year was in between. Actually, no, I have to say sophomore year was my easiest year, and then freshman year was my second hardest, and then junior. It went from hardest to easiest, junior, freshman, sophomore. So, who knows? Just get through your freshman year, and then you'll have a wonderful sophomore year, because I just felt like that was easier for me. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, alright, that's all I gotta say for that. Be prepared. When you go into high school, you're going to have a group of friends that you had in middle school. Be prepared to lose some of those friends. And that's because of my next tip. In high school, you're like peer pressured a lot into smoking, drinking, having sex. And lately, that's been the norm of this world. As 16, 17, even 14, 15-year-olds, as you freshmen, people are just pressured into thinking that, oh, I'm in high school now, I can smoke weed, I can do, well, that's the same thing, sorry. I can smoke weed, I can drink alcohol, I can sleep with this boy. Like, no, you can't, sorry. 1, ew. 2, 21 for drinking. I'm pretty sure you guys aren't 21 and going into high school. That's a little weird if so. Well, maybe there was someone out there, but I don't know. Yeah, but also, it's your life. Do what you want with your life. I'm not telling you what to do. Personally, in my life, I'm not okay with the whole smoking, drinking, sex thing. I've never had a sip of alcohol or a smoke or never slept with anybody, so it's okay. It's okay. Just do what you gotta do. It's your life. I don't recommend it. I'm telling you, don't do it, pretty much, because, yeah, I don't recommend it personally, but I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life. If you think it's cool, then do it, but I personally don't think so, yeah. But maybe you're not okay with that lifestyle, and then some of your friends think it's really cool. They go off, and they do their thing, and you're just like, okay, so they go with a new crowd, pretty much, the alcohol crowd. Let's just call those people that. That's not what anyone calls them, but okay. So, they go off into that crowd, and then you're stuck with your group of friends, and then say one of them wants to start smoking weed. Then you're just like, okay, like, I don't want to be friends with you. You're gonna lose those two friends, the one friend who started drinking alcohol and the one friend who wanted to smoke weed. You're gonna lose those friends. And if they come crawling back to you, I personally, in that situation, this has never happened to me actually, but, in that situation, I flat out tell them, you chose to do this. Like, I don't want to be friends with somebody who chooses that path. And if they're not okay with it, and then, like, I guess they're not okay with it. You lose a... My camera always has to do this to me. I don't know why. Anyways, as I was saying, you always lose a friend because of it. And yeah, sometimes that happens in high school a lot. Going into freshman year for me, I had a huge group of friends. And then I had a friend who wanted to go off into the dark side. And by the dark side, I mean like emo, goth, all that stuff. And like I said earlier, it's your life, do what you want to do. I'm not against any of it. I don't want to make fun of any of it. I'm not that kind of person. But I'm not that kind of person who wants to join that side. As you all know, I'm more of the happy, bubbly, peppy girl. Some of my friends didn't want to be that way anymore. You know, cutting themselves and all that. So we kind of didn't speak anymore, I guess. And I'm okay with it personally. I don't think we were ever really friends to begin with. This is getting emotional. We need to stop. But then sophomore year, you start to lose a couple more friends who, I don't know, just find it, they didn't do anything in my situation. I started to lose a couple more friends in sophomore year because they didn't do anything wrong, personally, but they went off into a new crowd. But they didn't choose to do any of that stuff that I just mentioned to you guys. They just needed new friends. They just made new friends. And they just liked them more than me, I guess. So I was like, okay, whatever. You do what you gotta do. And then junior year. Junior year is gonna be the best year for figuring out who you are as a person and what you want to do with your life and your real true friends. To this day, I have 3 true friends in school, at least. Yeah, I have more true friends outside of school, but like 3 in school, true friends that I can call my best friends, that I can tell them anything and tell them all my secrets, pretty much. Not all my secrets. Not all my secrets, let's not get too deep. But I can tell them everything, pretty much. They'll be there for me to listen, and I'll be there for them to tell me their poop, and I'll listen to them and give them advice. I'm known to give really good advice, so if you guys want an advice series, leave requests down below. I'd be happy to do it. I just thought of that. Go me. Alright, next tip, study. And I sound like your mother saying this, but I'm sorry. Freshman year is going to bite you in the butt come your junior year. I speak from experience. If you don't have... Okay, college people, or just your school teachers in general, or your mother and your father, always say that colleges look at your junior year. Specifically. Yes, they do. But they also look at every other year in your high school career. They don't really look at senior year that much. They look at freshman and sophomore and junior year the most. Junior year the most, and then freshman and sophomore they still kind of look at. So colleges are still looking at your grades. They're still looking at the test that you didn't try for in freshman year that bit you in the butt when it comes to applying for colleges. And you really need to try. Like, going into high school, you need to get a mindset for what you want to do with your life, and you really need to get a mindset for having good grades throughout your whole high school career. If you were failing a lot in 8th grade, I'd step it up if I were you, because colleges are not going to accept you for the grades that you probably had in 8th grade that they're not going to look at. But if you have those same grades going into 9th grade, then I swear to God, you're not going to do good. Like, you really need to step it up. And I sound really harsh and rude right now. The sunlight's back. Okay. I sound really harsh and rude right now, but I'm serious, guys. Like, you really need to, like, step it up. I speak from experience. Like, I'm not applied to colleges yet because August 1st I can actually start doing that. It's not August 1st yet. But I failed a really important test freshman year. I retook it and passed it, but still colleges actually, that actually doesn't apply because they look at the grade that you did good on. But I didn't still get a good passing grade. Like, I got in like 65. Like, I got like around there, and like it was really difficult for me, and the teacher didn't teach me anything. So if he taught me something, then I would have done good. But no. So that's why I'm saying, going back to the whole teacher thing, make sure you switch out your classes, because you're going to have a teacher who doesn't know how to teach and can't teach you anything, and then come time for the final, you're going to fail. I speak from these tips and you will have a great freshman year. Just saying. Woo! Okay, nope, okay. Another tip is do not procrastinate. Procrastination is a huge thing. Come my junior year, that was kind of hard for me. I really had to get buckled down because I would tend to procrastinate, and not a lot. Like, I'd have to say there was 2 times where I procrastinated. 2 times throughout junior year. Otherwise, I was very good about not procrastinating. But in high school, your mindset changes and you tend to procrastinate a lot more. So I suggest that you don't. Just don't. And if you don't know what procrastination means, some people don't know the definition. So procrastination pretty much means you are, say, I am writing a paper in this book, and I'm writing about the Civil War. Yeah. So, you know, to put down some names and some years. And then all of a sudden, I get a text message. And then I respond to that text message. And then I find Facebook, and I go on Facebook. And I'm just scrolling through my newsfeed like I'm doing right now. Except Facebook's taking forever to load. So, and then you get stuck doing that for another hour. And then say it's 11 o'clock and you're writing your paper, and then you find Facebook and your text message. You get stuck doing that for another hour. It's midnight. It's the next day. And you still haven't finished your paper. Then you're stuck doing it all night long. And all morning until, say, 6 a.m. when you get up for school. So you lose sleep because of that. Then you end up throughout the whole entire day sleeping through all your classes and not really knowing what you did today, or not really knowing what the homework is. Unless if you have a nice friend who tells you. Then, yeah. So is that a good thing, guys? No. The answer is no. Also, I really recommend getting a solid 8-9 hours of sleep every night. If it means you have to go to bed at 8:30 every night, do it. Because if you don't get a solid 8-9 hours of sleep, you're not going to focus through the whole day. I speak from experience. This past junior year, I did not get a solid 8-9 hours of sleep every night. And sometimes it wasn't because of homework, and sometimes it was because of homework. Then you're really exhausted throughout the whole day. And especially in junior year, you are exhausted. Same with freshman year, because you have a new schedule throughout school. So yes, you're going to be really exhausted. It's not okay. Get your solid 8-9 hours of sleep. And do not procrastinate and study your butt off. Those 3 tips just combined in one. Back to the whole, like, orientation being lost on the first day. If you happen to get lost on the first day, it's fine. Don't freak out. If you find a teacher who looks really nice, then go up to him or her and be like, hey, do you know where, say, room 500 is? And can you show me, like, where to go? It's my first day. I'm a freshman. Just explain to them you're a freshman. And they'll get it. Like, they know obviously it's the first day of school, but explain to them that you're a freshman and you have no idea where you're going. Because maybe you look like a junior and you're a freshman. Then I'm going to be like, So, that happens. Just ask them. Or if you are too scared to ask a teacher, and if you have a friend who is an upperclassman, say sophomore, well, sophomores are not upperclassmen. Why is the sun beating on me? I don't like this lighting. Sophomores are technically not upperclassmen, but maybe even a sophomore. So sophomore, junior, or senior, if you have a friend or a brother or sister, find them, text them, and be like, hey, can you, like, text me where room 505 or anything like that is. For example, I have a friend who is going to be a freshman, and I'm going to be a senior, and she texted me, like, a couple weeks ago, and she was like, hey, for a freshman orientation, can you come with me? And I was like, well, I don't know if I can actually go. Like, I don't know if I have plans that day. And she's like, okay, well, then on the first day of school, can, like, we meet up, like, somewhere, like, in the music wing or something, which is where I meet up with all my friends. The music wing is kind of my little hideout. So, that sounds really sad, but yes, it is. So can we, like, meet up in, like, the music wing or, like, the pit, which is the center of our school. It's, like, this carpet area where seniors can hang out, and if they have a friend who's a freshman and they're cool enough, then they can come in. So, yeah. Otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, that's all I really gotta say to that. So, if you have a friend who's a senior, they'll gladly help out. Like, I told her I'd give her a tour of the school on the first day before the bell rings. I get off really early in the morning, and supposedly she does too. So, or, okay, third part. So, like, I don't know if she's going to get off early, but she said she would, so I'm just going to give her a tour of the school throughout the whole day. So, yeah. Yeah, who knows? Maybe you'll have the same lunch period or the same study hall period with that senior, and then they can help you out for the rest of the day. It's always good to make friends. So if you have a senior, a girl who's going to be a senior that's in your neighborhood that you've known for a long time, talk to her, like, when you're getting on the bus for the morning, or if that senior is getting on the bus, because some seniors have a car. Maybe even ask a ride to school. That makes you look good. That makes you look good. Okay, that's pretty much all I gotta say to that. Last tip. Don't be that annoying freshman. And by annoying freshman, I'm not one of those stereotype people who are like, oh, that annoying freshman. There's a true definition of an annoying freshman. If you want to start a fight right in the middle of the hallway while people are trying to walk to your class, don't do it. Just don't do it. Save it for after school. Save it for, I don't even know. Just don't do it. It's annoying. It's immature. Don't do it. High school is about maturity and trying to find yourself and be more mature and not have somebody hold your hand. Don't do it. It's stupid. Don't do it. That's it. Just don't start a fight with anybody. Don't start a fist fight. Just don't do it. If you want to talk to your friend in the hallway and you stop in the middle, okay, this is one of my biggest pet peeves. If you stop in the middle of the hallway, I'm going to get really screaming right now. If you stop in the middle of the hallway and you're talking to your BFF, if you freshmen want to call it that, and you're just like, hey, how's your summer? Oh my God, my summer was great. I, got my permit. Or freshmen don't get permits. I went on vacation. I went to Florida. It was great. Go stand off to the side of the hallway while people are trying to move instead of stopping in the middle of the hallway. I feel like I'm always behind those people who just stop in the middle of the hallway and want to talk to their friend. Don't do it. Don't be annoying freshman. Don't do it. Don't be that annoying freshman who sits with a senior and they're like, hey, can I sit here? And your friend's trying to sit there, and you know that table is seniors. I know you're trying to make friends, but I'm saving your life for you right now. Don't make friends with seniors. Don't. And I just told you to make friends with seniors that are in your neighborhood. That's different. You've probably known them or seen them your whole life. If you want to make friends with a new senior who you've never seen before, because you don't live near them or you don't know their name, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't even look them in the eye. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm saving your lives. Well, for some freshmen. If you came up to me at least, you could look me in the eye because you probably all know me. But just don't be annoying. If you want to be that nice freshman, be kind. Be nice to people. Don't start fights. Don't stop in the middle of the hallway. Get your schoolwork done. Get involved with clubs. I forgot to put that down. Get involved with clubs because then you will make some senior friends. And you'll make friends. Get involved with music like band, chorus, orchestra, music clubs. That's where I stand. Do your school musical because I'm sorry. I made a heck of a lot of freshman friends. When I was in the musical. And I'm probably going to make even more now because I'm a senior and there's going to be freshmen coming up into the musical. And I always call them my little babies because they're so cute. Well, the ones that join the musical at least. So yeah, just do it. Just do it. That's all I'm saying. Just get involved. Get involved with your school. Go to football games. It's a great way to make friends. It's a great way to be with your friends. And I'm just throwing this pillow in the air. No big deal. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Woo, it's done. Okay, thank you for watching my freshman advice series. This was a 3-part video. Sorry if it cuts me off in some parts and it looks weird. Yeah, sorry, this is extremely long. But I will talk to you guys later, and I'm going to move a little closer. Thank you for watching, and I don't know what my next back-to-school video is going to be. I still have to figure that out. So, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!